Resident Evil.
Month. Was last month. Sorry this is late. Anyway, so today we're doing the RE4 Remake review. Sorry this is a bit late again. Game took a bit longer to play than I thought. This is another great Resident Evil remake that expands on and improves upon the original. Many parts of the game have been added to, like there's a section where you can get a boat and explore the lake a bit more. And the bits have been removed, or generally find to have been removed. This is probably the best playing Resident Evil game I played. The shooting's great, just has a good feel to it. The shooting to melee combo is just a tiny bit less good because the animation's slower for the kick, but it's still pretty good. There's good weapons that are fun to use. There's a new bolt thrower that's sort of like a crossbow that you can attach mines on, and it's a good replacement for the mine thrower. Speaking of weapons, the incendiary grenades are gone for some reason. Probably something to do with crafting balance. Yeah, a knife parry is pretty good. You can also do a knife parry into melee combo, and can also parry projectiles. All that's real fun. The nice durability is a good way of limiting their power. I also like how they added in light stealth elements. And the knife durability doesn't go down much for stealth kills, by the way. The new crafting system is actually good. Although basically already had crafting with item combining, but now it's expanded upon. You can make things like bullets. Upgrading weapons is only slightly better. There's still no real reason to upgrade anything but firepower. Although, also one good thing they added is that you can upgrade your main knife now. There's still good enemy variety, including the new broke neck rushing zombie and the hammer guy. The boss fights are generally much better than they were. They play smoother and it's more clear what to do. The most improved one is definitely Salazar's. The cinematic gameplay that is there is fairly good. And although I don't like how they made the minecart sequence closer to a moving turret section, I greatly appreciate that it's much more resembles Temple of Doom now. But I also don't like how they took out the cable car and truck chase sequence. They actually added in more item-to-item gameplay, like in RE2 and 3, and it's welcome. There's also more puzzles. They're decent and better than before. The story is still a fun hero rescue story, but there's a bit more depth. It's not crazy amount, but it's welcome. There's more characterization. We know more about the characters now. You see how Leon was affected by the events of RE2. You see more of Ashley learning to face her fears and successfully overcome them. And this makes her a more empathetic character. I'm glad they didn't do the modern reboot route of making her just a college student who happens to be very competent at fighting zombies, and because they didn't need to get rid of her flaws, they just gave more meaning and made her a better, more relatable character. Also, Carlos has more screen time. We get more of an insight on him fighting against his past with Umbrella. It's fun to note the Merchant has more lines, but it does make it weirder how no one really talks to him. The voice acting's mostly good, but a few of them have problems. Ada's is a lot of the time kind of flat. Sadler's accent sounds weirdly not Spanish sometimes. Ashley's performance is a good performance, but it sounds a bit too normal. I know her old voice was kind of whiny, but it sounds too different. It's still a good performance though. They kept in a lot of the cheesy dialogue and perhaps even added some more, but they did get rid of some of the weirder lines, like your right hand comes off, for better or worse. The aesthetics are really good and add more of a horror/RE atmosphere. Some of the cliff edge sections I found were a bit off, but they're still good and most everything's improved. especially in the second half of the game, and especially the ballroom. That's a pretty good example. I also like how the castle now looks more like a Dark Souls castle. There's some good animations, including some brutal deaths for Leon, and hard hits that look like they really hurt. I also like how when the regenerator moves along the ground, he kind of looks like the Grinch slithering and slunking. Also, there's some good music that's improved upon from the original. Overall, this is a very fun and well-playing action horror that surpasses the original, and I'm giving it 9.36. I think if you like this one or two, Remake more, it probably comes down to where you like action or horror more. But they're both good. So that was a good game. Thank you to anyone who likes, comments, or subscribes. And that's Resident Evil month. That's it.